What happens after taking your first breath? Well, you cry. But wait, let me tell you more. As you leave your mother's body, you meet a totally new place we call Earth. Before anything, you feel an urge to just... And with that, your lungs begin to expand and fill with air. You just took a breath. Though you have no idea what that means yet. Well, currently you have no idea about pretty much anything, since you're not capable of thinking yet. But you're capable of feeling things, like the air, light, sounds, and touches. But now that your lungs met the oxygen though, you feel something bugging, something that signals you to cry. As the doctor grabs you by the leg, you let out your first wail and start crying. But strangely enough, everyone starts laughing with joy and relief. It's like laughter is being mixed with crying. And then, you meet your mother as the doctor leaves you in her arms. You feel relieved, safe, and warm. So, you meet love. Okay, let's pause there for a second. I just narrated to you how many of us were born. Did you notice something? Well, I think this sequence is like a small demo about the rest of our lives. I'm Hopee, and I think as we get older and older, we tend to forget the very first things we've learned. We're in a place we've never seen before, and we have no idea about anything. Most of the time, we move with our feelings and not with our reasoning. And these feelings don't even have to be nice feelings like honor, empathy, love, and such. Pride, greed, lust, envy, and others are included. Also, I'd like to share my thoughts about these good and bad feelings, but in another video. The last and maybe the most important thing we learn is that we're born alone in this world. Many of us might not think we're alone because we've lived many years with our family and friends around us, but all of us will eventually feel that we were born alone and will die alone. You may feel this when you lose a loved one, when your partner dumps you, or simply when you get up to drink some water at night. Now, feeling alone is something you've probably already experienced, so you might be feeling a bit discomfort because of this idea of we're born alone and we'll die alone. But I think, after hearing me out, it will mean the opposite for you. Like I said, we've always been alone and always will be alone, at least in my opinion, of course. But that doesn't have to mean we won't have anyone around us. Yeah, we will still be alone even if there are people or pets around us, living with us and loving with us, but we won't be walking on the same road. Like, that's what I mean. Our roads might align sometimes and we may share some time walking together, but that won't mean we aren't alone on our road. I'd say that road we're walking on is our life. We've started from the beginning and we will be walking until the end. The road is unique to us, and even if we have an identical twin, we won't be having the same road, or we won't be walking on the same road, because life isn't that simple. There will be bends, damaged sections, and times when we can't see where the road leads. Sometimes we may even encounter a cliff, but whatever happens, this is our own road, and we will never know what lies ahead and how the road ends, because it ends, guys. Like, eventually it will end. We're never gonna know when the time is, but it won't miss its time, that's for sure. I will die someday. I'm living my life never knowing when it will end, and it's not like it'll wait for me. Like, I can't tell if I'll be able to finish this sentence, this word, or inhaling this breath. It's not about being young, being in shape, being smart, or anything. I may die because of the most simple thing. Like you can always fall. You can always fall. It doesn't have to be something simple either, like something that nobody would think. Like a piano might just fly in and kill me, you know? And although like a piano flying into my room and killing me, like, it might sound absurd, but there are countless possibilities, man. And one possibility is enough to kill you, so I live my life as if I'd die with my next breath. But that doesn't mean I just say, well, okay, if I'm gonna die, why bother living? No. I'd say you would be missing out so much if you were to act that way. Ending your road is not a way out. Like I said, sometimes we will have very hardships, but taking a life is never the answer. Yours or someone else's. It's never the answer. And it should never be a question either. Living in this world, even if it's hard, is so beautiful. And even if you can't find something to live for the ones who didn't even have the chance to cry when they were born. Because if there is no one around you and you feel lonely, that's normal, man. You just gotta accept it and find ways that make you happy, even when you're alone. Because if you find those, you will always have something to laugh at. Because even if we have people around us, we will be alone, walking on our own roads, but still living in harmony is the most beautiful thing in this world. So embrace the loneliness of the road and look around for people, because even if you won't be walking on the same road, it's fun to walk alongside people. And when you acknowledge you're still alone, even if you're walking alongside someone, you won't forget what makes you you if you ever end up losing them. And on your road, anything can happen. You just gotta keep walking, man. Just like the experiences you had when you were born, you will be meeting with new environments, people, feelings, concepts, and hardships. And you might face them without having people around you, and that's okay. We always have those times. But the important part is that you don't shut your heart to the world and find strength in yourself instead. Maybe you like people, that's fine. Might as well look for people, but never forget that everyone has their own road. We don't own anyone, and we're not anyone's property. So don't forget to love yourself too, man. Metaphorically, if we were to be a planet, we should always be the core. There is nothing wrong with having our loved ones very close to the core. I think that's very special, but we should always remain as the core, because mortals can die at any time. And side note, we are mortals, so we can lose anyone and anything at any time. But the most important thing we can't lose in this world is ourselves. Until we eventually die, we should keep on living. What makes you you can vary. It may be your love for your country, your family, your religion, your favorite video game, or anything really. But regardless of what you think makes you you, there are still tons of things you haven't experienced yet, and they may become what makes you you. So never give up on living, friend. I love you, and I know that there are other people waiting to meet you and love you in this world. Okay then, take care, friend. I hope I'll see you in the next video, and until then, goodbye.